Hello guys, so today I'm doing a book review on the Sword of Summer. Reading this book, even though I've had it for quite a while, I forgot how much I've missed writing. So many times I'd catch myself laughing because of the sarcasm in it, and then the main character in this book named Magnus Chase, obviously, but not the Magnus Bane. The differences I've noticed between Percy Jackson and this book, and there's some similarities which I'm going to go in. This was a great read for me to start off with 2016 because I read it so fast, and I did thoroughly like it. Basically, you have Magnus Chase, who's homeless, and he has been for 2 years. He's turning 16 at the start of the chapter. He lost his mother in some dramatic fire at the apartment, and the last thing he remembers was some wolf with blue eyes, so he hates wolves. Fair enough. The thing I was hoping was that his, I bet I'm not the only one who thought this, that his mother wasn't actually dead, that it was just, I don't know, she was held captive for 2 years or something. I just thought that. I have no idea why, but was not the case. He has his uncle, and there was this big family feud, so he's really reluctant to trust him, but he knows these people are chasing after him, so he has no choice. He has his two best friends, Blitz, who's like a dwarf, I believe, and Hearth, who's deaf, I know, so you have constant sign language going on. Later on they have Sam chasing after him, and you find out it's Annabeth and her, I don't know who it was, Annabeth and somebody else after him. It's like, and Annabeth isn't in this book much, but just seeing Annabeth again, and then as he's explaining everything, at one point I think Annabeth jumped to the conclusion that he's the child of a god, but so he thought Greek myth or Roman myth, when obviously it's neither. This is Norse mythology. I know none of this. I know more about Greek and Roman, but oh well, it was something new. I really liked how they would jump portals from time to time. That was one of my favorites. Is Sam. Okay, so when Magnus died, and he goes to the fancy Hotel Valhalla, or however the hell you say that, he is officially dead. So this is the first main character we ever got dead, but when he went back to the mortal world, he can now die again. Okay, he's fighting Surt God, like with all the fire and the evil. I feel like I've heard of him before, but I don't know. And they get thrown off the bridge, and there's that controversy with the videotape at the dinner table. Okay, so you introduce Sam, who takes Magnus when he dies to Valhalla. She's a Valkyrie or something like that, and there's a bunch of them, and they have the ability to fly, like Peter Pan style. And they work with these axes, and she is similar with Annabeth way. There's the scene where she slams Magnus up against the wall and crushing his windpipe, and I'm just having flashbacks to Katniss in the first Hunger Games. And I don't know, I love that character approach. You had that whole controversy at the dinner table. He's ruled, I don't know, undetermined, because his hand wasn't on the blade, and he didn't die heroic, and whatever. And so then they say, I forgot what they were, but they said he's wrongly chosen and wrongly claimed, and they kick Sam out of Valkyrie. And then you have Magnus with his roommates a couple more days, and they're training and stuff, and they basically literally just train and die in war. And I forgot, what was it, for the end of the world, for Doomsday is what they were training for. So obviously that's going to be the grand finale of this book series, let's be honest here. And then his Hearth and Blitz come up this tree to his room to get him out, and there's this giant squirrel that you have to fight. They see again later. I don't know. I didn't like the giant squirrel. And they escape, and with the help of his roommates, which occurs to me later on. And then later on, one of the Valkyries, there's this Valkyrie of the captain named Ganilla, and she goes after them, and at one point she gets turned into a swan. You're jumping through portals, and you have to go to Blitz's home, and he has to rebuild stuff and beat this old guy at a building manufacturing contest. And Sam helps with that by shape-shifting herself into a fly. It's the only shape-shifts in life-death situations which I'm kind of annoyed with, because it's like, just accept it. You didn't have any control over who your parents were. Just accept it. And, just accept your, like, abilities. And, I don't know. I love that plot twist with her helping out with being the fly, and then they're running for their lives because they figured that out. And the two giant. Okay, so we have the whole Thor Evan situation. You get this big magical string that's gonna bind this wolf that wants to destroy the world to its cage. Okay, the sword. Sword was my favorite part. The sword is like this human, and they call him Jack, and he talks and he hovers and all of that. But after you use the sword, you get the exhaustion from the sword. So basically, they kill two giants. He gets the sword. He like dies of exhaustion. No, not really. He just collapses. Okay, you have this giant over the river, and these two goats, and they kill the goat and they eat them for dinner, and they have the sword kill the giant, and he doesn't claim the sword yet. And this fucking Thor. Okay, little Thor. You'd think we've all seen movies or heard stuff about Thor. And he is this big, big, mighty, powerful god. And he's like Netflixing everything through his, Thor lost his hammer. He's Netflixing everything through it. He lost both of his hammers. His first one and his backup, so okay. And he's like this lazy slob, and they have to spend days climbing over a mountain. It's just kind of annoying and draggy at that point. And they get to this place, and they coerce these two, goddesses into the house lights, and you see Ganilla as a swan tied up in a cage, bargaining for her and for the hammer. Then the giants admit to trying to kill them, so they kill them. Yeah, kind of pretty much. And then the father giant gets home, and they're like, oh, they're just drunk. They're dead, because he's also drunk, and they have to play this game of, catch. But he's throwing these, like, mountain stones at them, and they're just running around, and, like, Magnus's leg is broken, and he's basically just being carried in their arms, and I don't know. I could just see that in my head so perfectly, though, and I found it hilarious. And, then when the whole house crumbles, which is pure luck, and they get the hammer, and they get Ganilla, and she leaves, and then she comes back and with reinforcements. You save your life, so you come back. Okay. And then Thor tells them about the island with the wolf and everything, and they have to go on this boat with these two, like, known criminals. And they're like, we'll leave you here if you don't pay us. And they're like, yeah, you want to understand that anyway. So, like, sorry, that boat ride was free. The wolf was, like, fascinating. You have Sam shifting to a lion. You have Hearth doing his magic to protect everybody. And he's doing some serious badass magic there. And you have Jack. Jack was the main reason why I think it worked. You have Ganilla, and she goes and attacks them, and she's like, I'm going to bring you back after you just saved my life. But she's there with all of Magnus's roommates, so they're like, yeah, we're here to help. Screw you. I want to see more of the roommates. I want, just more of that. Just, like, I want them all in a gang. I want more than just the four of them. I want all of them. And they start fighting the fire god and the giants and other things, and then the Valkyries die, and everything ends with Jack because of Jack the sword. Every time I hear Jack, I think of a person, not a person. He binds the string to, Wolf was just, like, antagonizing them, and he'd say such manipulative, deceiving things that would just get under your skin, and I don't know, it was so good. The psychology and everything behind it I just loved it. And, they come back, and you finally have that big chat with the god Odin, and he's never been around for years, but he comes, and he's like, oh, and you had, Magnus's dad give his mom's asses, so I was like, oh, damn it, she's not alive. Sam gets her Valkyrie position back. You basically have your mini happy ending, but you know there's going to be a sequel because they end it in that Valhalla. Yeah, basically I give this 5 stars because it was quite fast to read, as a lot of the quiet ends are, and it's good pace. It's fast, slow, fast, slow. It's pretty even and pretty good, and the characters are pretty likable too. Favorite thing was the writing and the humor, to be honest. But yeah, I'm Annalyse. Thank you for watching. Bye.